Hey there and welcome back for episode 9 of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Thank you for joining me again on YouTube. And thank you guys on Twitch for being here live as always. Today we're going to get over the horror that was Sakura's issue and death and move on and try and learn who this new school kid is who has apparently joined that we didn't know about originally. So let's get going. I believe we were heading to the dining hall. I may be wrong though. I've been wrong before. It has been a few days. I am wrong. I am absolutely wrong. I guess we are. What are we doing? Uh-oh. Wasn't there a way to check what's been going on? Transcript, there we go. Started our exploration. Okay, yes, so we're exploring. Exploring the school, which probably means a new floor has been opened up. Which means why am I doing this when I could be going to the map, go to the 4th floor, and go around to the 5th floor. Oh look, stairs to the 5th floor. So here I am on the 5th floor of Host Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Nighttime secrets, no more. Stomp stomp, he's so dirty. Wow. That blackboard though. Alright, so 2 classrooms. Is that a martial arts room? And like a botany room, maybe? There's a dojo up here. Or is it it's an archery room? What? Well, Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Mikuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
The ultimate despair.
Watch out for her.
I intend to. Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up at the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then.
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Oh, look at that. Coins. Sakura trees. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey.
Well, elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? Yep. Ooh, nice. Oh, sorry. A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Well, oh wait, hold on. Maybe we check the other tree. Oh look, another cherry blossom tree. Hi, Hino! Well for Anna to catch up.
Welcome back, Hinote. We are glad you are here. We have a patient in need of a new organ transplant. We suggest you get out the machete and beer. For medicinal purposes, of course.
How are you doing, Hino? Sorry about what I said before. I do apologize. I know really that you have as little life as the rest of us, and that You're always here for us. Thank you, buddy. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom. It's quite elegant.
Indeed.
Oh, repeating. No, bad repeating. Let's get out of here. So we have a Japanese room. A room with the doors wide open. How inviting. What the?
Yo.
At first I thought I saw blue skies. But it turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
No.
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why? Is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting, and when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh.
they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. Yes. Yes, you are. I can tell this. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. It seems safe. Look at the chicken. It's a chicken. It doesn't have, like, a second form, right? It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. It's a chicken. It really is right. Like, I can say for sure. It's a chicken. It's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? It's a chicken. It's not gonna lay a bomb, is it? Why do you say like so much? Why has my character become a guy that just says like all the time? Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6, at least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number of 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos. What?
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power. A refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. This guy is nuts. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. That's a weird plant. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, blah, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty friggin' amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, the flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment.
wow. Darn.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Now that I know anything about, not that I know anything about that myself, spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Oh look, a Monokuma coin. Woo! Just to be sure, I should take a look at that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools, and leaning against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? It is a pickaxe. Check that out. Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. Oh yeah. Check that out, guys. We got fertilizer. Someone's gonna end up dead by lawnmower. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually gonna take care of the lawn? Sorry guys, I'm yawning a lot. It's been apparently a tougher day at work than I thought. So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. So my apologies to those of you watching on YouTube. It is almost 8 PM, and I have worked before this. So my apologies if there's a lot of yawning. I hope it doesn't put you off. No, not you. Gosh darn it. Don't believe me. It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting, and when they decide they can't...
The end is nigh!
The end is nigh. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers. Oh my goodness. Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 AM every morning. Yep, you got it. Super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. But then you know, little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone! I hate you, Monokuma, so much. Hey, it's Oi. It's Hina, sorry. This floor feels different compared to the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Of course it is. Come on now. What the hell? Wow, that's different. The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, impossibly rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying? It's the smell of death. Their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey, come
What?
on now.
My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No. It's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now
Yeah.
then.
Let me give you an itty-bitty, eeggy-squeaky little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What is wrong with me today? Goodness, I'm sorry, guys. Let's drink some coffee real quick. Guys and girls, I should say. Sorry. Oh, come on. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs.
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
Wait, I can't wait.
So it's not really a big deal. You just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it. What's the meaning of all this? Let's have a look. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there here? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Why is there still fresh blood, though? There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and their colour has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. No, not yet. Nope, that's it. No, gosh darn it. Map. So we have the, what looks like a science lab. It's the bio lab. With roar on the door. It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall's soul says bio lab. A bio lab that we've been forbidden from seeing into? Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. Yes, we do. Thank you again to Yelby and Was It Wasabi, by the way, for the hosts. I really do appreciate you guys. I know they're automated, but I still appreciate them. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Alright, what did you discover, grumpy face? By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood, the white outlines of countless corpses, it was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words...
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop, seriously?
Star?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Star.
I'm gonna throw up. Hi, Mr. Awesome. Anna's gonna catch up in a second. She's a little slow
Welcome
today.
back, Mr. Awesome. I
There we
hear
go.
you've been hunting heretics and Xenos a lot lately. Glad to see you had the time to spare to come see us.
Indeed. How's it going, Mr. Awesome? Thanks for joining us.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago.
In other words...
Yellow? Oh, yellow as in hello. Hello, yellow, mellow, yellow. Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
It's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey.
I mean, I guess it all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless, but still. How is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Let's see what Crazy Face says. Hey, Vyukya, it seems like Togo wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, man. I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us in all of your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just gonna take it?
What the heck?
Shut up! And don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Oh, okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife. Whoa, the thing is huge. It's like Rambo size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you going to use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not going to do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying
How
around.
about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we going to do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
what's your
I don't
problem?
want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So, what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of this.
Okay.
Then that's that. Hold on. Don't I get a
It's
say?
all clear now.
Just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have a breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? 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 Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. It feels strange. Oh my god, she gets creepier by the minute. Oh no. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Yeah, you do kind of creep me out. Sorry, Toko.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large fruit plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed? Oh my god, which one? That one. Monokuma said it was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we better be careful.
Serious.
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway. That thing... Oh, look at that. That was a Mario reference. I nearly didn't get it. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh, yeah. Apparently, the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. Alright, Kyoko. My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, a tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently. I really don't like him. Really don't.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. So rude. Let's see if we can get some more out of it, Hero.
You know?
Got on the 5th floor. Yeah, we can. Chicken coop. There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right. 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat, then we can make fried chicken. Oh, a barbecue. Decisions. Oh, or how about a raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Yeah, it probably
You know?
would. Oh, that's a tool shed. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe?
What?
What about the pickaxe? Oh, important stuff. Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond have been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond. Oh, yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
Oh, I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Where? Oh, that's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it. Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. How are you going to call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know. Maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to make crop circles.
Well,
And we can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
you know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified it yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Alright, let's see what else he had to say. So we got to that, we got to that. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, we talked about everything with him.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front and back, front to back. They used to kind of be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor, either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why
So
you asked? Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something other, but not the 5th floor? Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up to from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
Correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of the school. And that's left now. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo.
So, what do we do now? Now what do we do? Come on, I'm talking too quick. Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna burst through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity, but Kyoko is Kyoko, right? But who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? What was that? Did you hear that? Freya. So about Kyoko, can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicions. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So...
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean... amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking, but if this is a joke, it's not I'm not laughing.
this is very
You can't be
suspicious.
serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter either way. The trust will make itself the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing. What are you going to do, torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options.
Give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking the school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that?
That's fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Bukiya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because...
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? And Niju would fit right in.
However...
The worst school, where only the worst things happens? Do you really mean that? Huh?
Hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those are her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
but
I think you went too far taking a room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry. I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus, the situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I can't stop anyone. I still can't stop anyone. What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
I mean,
Look. It's you. How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very...
Now I'm really angry.
Yeah, that too. Angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to tell you, there's a thief in your midst. What?
Hey,
My precious. They stole it. Your precious?
your teacher had
Your
such
teacher
faith
had
in
such faith in
me.
you.
Here's how you
Oh.
repay me with betrayal.
Yeah, he said it. I didn't need to. Reality's filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up. I hope all you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
so,
He said something about his precious getting stolen? Does anyone have any idea what that mean? What that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? Indeed.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
You know?
We can't talk about... we can talk about this more tomorrow and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around.
well,
Not like we need you to tell us that. Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. I don't like him. At all. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. That's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it would be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Kyoko?
Hey.
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. Yep, I agree. Let's go.
Hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used
correct.
to it. Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it was you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so...
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room, but wasn't it locked?
However,
The lock was broken. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die, I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us?
That's right.
That's right, so that we could uncover whatever secrets may lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I'd just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet with you in the data center in order to...
Correct.
Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room, right, too?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Did you find about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind? Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
So...
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention? But we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching
Is
us,
that right?
but they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night, but as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. If we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen. Give me a second, guys, I gotta check something. Sorry to interrupt this. Chad is dead. I don't know what's going on. I know a lot of people playing Warframe, but I'll be right back. Give me just a moment, guys.
Welcome back, Stupid Francis. We hope your space adventures are going well. Thanks for joining us again.
Alrighty, guys. Hey, how's it going, Francis? Welcome. Willkommen, perhaps. Hey, Power Reset, when you sneak in, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Let us continue after that short distraction there.
Hey,
If it's true that the Mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the Mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true and we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail,
why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much, after all. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the Mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove the hypothesis.
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the Mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
Yeah, you said it. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized. I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and I wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens?
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it, just because you asked me to. But I'm going to give it back at some point, you can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the Mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. Huh? You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said it. Hey, both of you, quit it. Sorry, cat fight. Literally, cat fight. I just can't forget that easily.
so then,
Okay, then shall we begin?
Makoto,
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace, and she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's going to be fine. I know it, because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety, and then I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Hey Monokuma, you can see me right? Get out here, I got a bone to pick with you. And a few moments later...
Monokuma appears!
Well, this is a surprise, you being the one to call me out.
Hey!
Hey, by the way, huh?
Most suspicious.
What were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you, in the middle of the night. Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm, I bet you guys. Removed to confirm with local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late-night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation far away from X-rated exploits. Oh, so that is why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse? Bullseye. Or is it maybe because the lens got all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
Need something?
Anyway, you went to all the trouble to get me out here, and now what do you want? Oh, well, it's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
What?
Whether I'm a mademoiselle or a dude fella.
Actually...
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female. Actually, there is.
What?
Seriously?
My entire existence!
What am I?
This is kind of...
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what did you really want to ask me? Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours?
What are you thinking?
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible at all, but is that seriously what dragged you out here to ask what you drink me out? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton friggin' kidding me. You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey? Or Ursine breeding tips? This is just crazy. Are all pubescent teen boys as nutty as you?
What the heck?
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key. And that's it. What was that second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Making me trudge all the way out here for that? I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And then the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Whew. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine, right? I best not, probably. I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep. Monokuma theater time! Woo!
Monokuma Theater, brought to you by Spike Toonsoft Company Limited.
What? Oh, what's this? What the hell? This is different. Sakura's Revenge, the game the world has been waiting for. Unfortunately, development has been cancelled. Of course, if enough people buy Danganronpa, who knows? So buy copies for all you and your friends. Woohoo! This super stylish, super fashionable game was cancelled during development, but it'll start back up again if Danganronpa sells
Then
well.
you guys have to recommend it to your friends, too!
What? Advertising in the middle of the game? Interesting.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Indeed. Congratulations, Stupid Francis and Mr. Awesome, for your beer rating. Good Lord, Francis, how much did you bet? 68.75. Holy crud. Very nice, guys. My body feels so heavy this morning. It must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. Here we go.
What?
You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I just thought, since a day passed, it kinda maybe reset. Sorry, don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign on my neck that says, "Bad girl." I'll clean the bathroom with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. No use. She's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning.
Could it be?
Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, For your wedding. For anything.
Um,
Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not going to show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Are you looking for Miss Kirigiri? What? What do you mean now?
Hey! Hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right? Do you know where she is? Well, it's hard to say. Huh? You don't know either?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information.
Uh-huh.
Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is, and they name some indie bullcrap?
this is
I feel like I'm
suspicious.
getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness, it looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan just went off fine last night, which could mean...
Hey,
maybe the next one can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that? So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri? Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea. And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
You're serious? I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? Well, quiet. We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Whew. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Oh look! Free time! Yeah! Let's go visit someone. Who are we gonna go talk to? So no one's on this floor. Oh, I guess everyone's gonna be on the top floor, huh? They sure are. She's in the dojo. They're in the garden, and he's somewhere in the halls. I love how there's a climb point to right there. Let's go talk to Hina. I mean, she's had a tough time of it, right? You gotta bear in mind that she tried to frame herself and get everyone killed. Because of Sakura.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, you have to endure, endure, endure!
Well,
That's a quote from the famous marathon runner Samuel Wanjiro. But every person's endurance has a limit. Should I talk to Hina for a while? Yeah, why not?
yeah.
I think we need to change the pace. When I think change the pace,
Got it.
I can only think 50 laps in the pool. I changed my pace with Hina in the pool. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Sure, let's see if we got a gift for her. I really don't know. I guess Mr. Fastball will do. Thanks, I'm super stoked. Does that mean she liked it? Is something wrong, Hina? I've reached my limit.
Just a second.
I'm stuck in here. Can't do any sports. Can't do anything. I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun and do some laps. Run a marathon. I want to do some real sports. Hina, calm down, okay? I can't do anything in here. If I can't move around, I'm gonna die like a bunny rabbit. But I always heard rabbits die from loneliness.
That's terrible.
Whatever. I'm gonna die if I can't get some proper physical activity. Don't you think that's a little extreme?
What the heck?
You think I'm kidding, don't you? But I seriously can't sit still, you know? Why else would I have joined 6 sports teams in school? 6!
That's right.
Yeah, track, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one. The big one? She got to her main sport, but ran out of juice. I think it's gotta be swimming. You meant swimming, right? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me in a pool under the blue sky. But isn't it hard to do that many sports even for you? If I can't move, I'll just shrivel and die. And I need a challenge. More and more new stuff to try. A challenge?
I mean...
What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know? It's having to fight and struggle and give it all you got to reach the top. It's that excitement, that fear that you might suffer a heartbreaking loss.
But...
When you finally reach that goal, it's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know? I never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell that the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she could fight and struggle. That's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. I want to aim for the very highest mountaintop. The highest mountaintop?
Okay.
I'm talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means I'm a super gold spaz. Did she just call herself... Okay, but if that's what you want, isn't that all the more reason? If you have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses? Excuses?
Just a second.
Hey! When did I ever make any excuses? Sure, maybe we're stuck in here right now, with no way out. But if you really want to make an effort, shouldn't you try to see what you can do in here? That's a challenge. You just made an official challenge.
Yeah, totally.
But I think you're right. If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. Alright, I think I'm going to go do some push-ups in my room. Like maybe around 1,000 or something. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. She recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected. Your maximum number of skill points has increased. Hey, look at you. Look at you go. And I returned to my room. Of course. I feel even worse than I did this morning. My body feels like lead and now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. Uh-oh. I'm getting sick? That's not good. He's in the kitchen. They're in the dining hall. It was this floor, right? With the headmaster's office? Let's go take a look. It's not locked anymore. He can't kick me out. What? It's locked. Yoga said Sakura broke the lock on this door. So that means it's been fixed already? Well, I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Well, damn it. Worth a try, I suppose. Alright, let's go talk to Nutty. Hi, Nutty. Makoto, are you leering at me? What are you thinking? What are you planning to do to me? Should I talk to her when she's acting like this? Why not? I was perfectly happy spending time by myself. But I guess if you're so desperate for attention, I can hang out for a bit. Spend some time with a cold and distant Toko. Wasn't there a closed lab room? There was, yes, the lab room, the bio lab upstairs. Yes, Power. Good thought. Why didn't I check up there? Toko, I grew a little closer today. Yes, let's give Toko a present. What should we give her? Guess we'll give her some glasses, you never know. I can't forgive this. I'll never forgive being this nice to me. Seeing Toko so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. What the hell? I'm getting the chills. I kind of feel dizzy. I can't help it, I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped into my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. Uh-oh, this is bad. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say, I was restless. At some point I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice. It's so familiar. Ah, it's...
I understand.
It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Huh? What am I trying to say?
This is all for Hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here.
This is a little weird.
My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
The hell?
Kyoko? What did you...
I'm not sure what's going on.
What did you say?
Wait, what? I'm so confused. Did someone just try and kill us and Kyoko saved us, or am I just, like, dreaming weirdly? Every day's peaceful, every day's joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happy days. Days of boredom repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal.
Yeah, it's her. I guess I passed out past the good night bell.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine!
I'm not sure, Kit Kat. I
Get
honestly don't know.
ready to greet another beautiful day!
Sure. It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. Ha! I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy. They had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught either, it was also the dream I'd had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. And I heard a voice I didn't really understand, and then... all of a sudden I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I feel like my mind has been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately and feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember... Kyoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No, was it a dream? How can I possibly find it out either way? Well, we check in here for the knife. I open the desk drawer and... Huh? It's empty. There's nothing inside. Wait, nothing inside? That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in here. Wait, that means... the knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko? What the hell is going on? Well, I don't think I'm going to figure it out on my own. I should head to the dining hall. Then I can talk to everyone else about it. Coffee. So we were attacked in our sleep, apparently. And first impressions say that Kyoko saved me. But, I don't know. Ah, Makoto. Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. You really had me worried, you know what happened to you last night? Worried? Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. You were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never... We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... I mean, not that it actually happened. I mean, nobody here would want to, you know... So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff, actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else, and they can tell you all about it. So is everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh yeah, we stayed up the whole night. The whole night. I lost at rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? The entire night? What the hell? Ah, there he is.
Huh?
This is
Oh,
worse
hey,
than being
Makoto.
late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral, all at once.
What?
Jeez, to show up now, it's like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. But like Hina said, everyone was there, besides Kyoko. And then I noticed, they formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was... What the... Before I could catch myself, I'd cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing? What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's not phased.
What the hell? Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but what is this? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come
Well,
on.
I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Yakuya found this little fella laying around, and we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance, and I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still, Monokuma lay there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move, so I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down,
So, in other words,
then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind, something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected. They were probably so scared of Master they ran away into terror.
Could it be?
Or maybe they got sick or something. But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that, if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure it's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
Hey.
Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation. I just found something. What is it? It's... It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? That's super bad. We need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off. Motion sensor? For serious? Ah, I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You're so not fine. You're all Oh, I probably should have mentioned the motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on. The century's just getting started. Don't call me the race already. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not gonna do any good, anyone any good. Oh yeah, cool.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. You think? Here I put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could have been then when I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to the night before. Being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto? Huh?
Hey.
Don't hurt us. Did you hear a thing we just said? Huh? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. We were saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But the mastermind comes back while we're in there.
What?
If you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself.
What the heck?
Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? You're right. I'll go with you.
It's all clear.
Okay, then. We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I'll follow you anywhere, master, to all ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this. I'm a man. I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Naturally, Master's the one to show such bravery. Just make sure you don't get in his way.
okay.
Sakura's going to be watching over us, so we're definitely going to find something to help us bring this to an end. We finally reached the climax. Let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all.
Let's go.
This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? Oh god, here we go. It's locked, as expected. So, what are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious? We're gonna tear this door off its hinges. Wait, but the rules say we've seen that mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So, in other words...
then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
Hey.
Okay, sure, but
What?
we've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed to this. This is what we have to do. So we have to do it. So beautiful.
I mean...
We're serious?
What the heck?
We don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
Actually...
Okay, but how are we going to do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. What about that one thing? The thing in the tool shed. Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable. By myself?
Naturally.
Surely, you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you, Time Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that Togo ran off. Loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey.
Serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. Hey,
Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all no, I'm totally flapstaff. Fap sauce? Gross. Where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill, where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appeared.
Hello, hello, it's the wonderificus murderificus fiend. Here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
You called and she answered, guys. What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe. No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe. Seeping imbecile. Oh, master, you wound me with your excessive level bobs. Wishwa, here comes the bloody nose. Seriously, though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids. That's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
Ah, the light bulb just went on. That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to be at the pickaxe. Alright. We've solved one mystery. That means there's just one more left. One more mystery. Yep. Now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
Now what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
you've gotta be kidding.
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What? What did you find? Did you hear? I said corpse. A corpse? That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden?
What did you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. Oh dear, here we go. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face, and there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the... Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? Just to make things clear. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask, and whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you, there's a corpse hanging out here. Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. We need to find out who this actually is, but there's no way to tell the mask covering their face like that, and the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. But one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing, all signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained in bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm and talk like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, and so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. Huh? How can you tell? Well, I think I see the outline of her chest, and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be... Okay then. Let's just tear the mask clean off. Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Took his hand shot towards the mask, and in the next instant, there was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It 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 blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out, but then, hurry up! Put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Okay, the upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Thankfully, that was enough to put the fire out. It died down, leaving behind the only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess I took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body... It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we going to find out who it was? Who isn't here right now?
What?
Huh? We consider who's not here. That will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko? Kyoko? Then that dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind. What? The mastermind? Come on, there's no way the mastermind got charballed. Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this person. According to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mikuru Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mikuru Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
It sounds like Kyoko thinks Miruko is the mastermind. Miruko Ikusaba. There you go. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics. And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl, Mikuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp? None of this makes sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Oh, hey, wait.
What?
What? Aren't we forgetting something, you know? Toko? Oh yeah, she totally got blown up, huh? Yeah, about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Ah, she survived. Oh, she survived. What just happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. It is pretty weird. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Migoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. There's something next to the body. It's a key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal?
So...
I stole this. A key. But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It's probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like it. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this is on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task.
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in other
the
words,
biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now. I'm not sure. Let's check out the biolab then real quick. The biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key, I'd found in the garden the keyhole. The key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. Well, that would have been too easy, huh? Down we go. Oh, it could be the timer in the garden, that's true. Do it later than I've done it before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to set the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole. Click. It fits. And this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. Why didn't you go in? Why? Why wouldn't you go in? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. And we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. If I start to talk too quick, by the way, guys, let me know. I'm getting a little excited. We're actually learning things. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again, it means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door and found... nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Well, hello there. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
what?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is
all clear.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room? I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That the body of Mukuro Ikusaba and she was the Mastermind. Then the Mastermind is dead? Like really, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad that they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body... Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that... But if the Mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
Enough.
Nope. We have to check this earth thoroughly first. Huh? But what about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too,
Naturally.
huh? Naturally. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered. Why has it got to be that way? I mean, who could have done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind. No, do you understand? You're a useless insect. You're banned from talking to Master ever again. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. There's a really ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this... Huh? Look at Master go. I feel like a feast for the eyes. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is my monthly membership? Really? There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
No.
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
Yeah, so you're all starved for the info from the outside world. Alright, let me work my magic, and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, to get the reference. I get the reference, but what's he talking about? There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in? What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may well be right about that, but there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. A door. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No, look. The door's locked, huh? What if you use that key that opened the room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. Won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't going to do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on. Then do it. Friggin' idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Huh? It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird, huh? You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed? Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give it a try. He went through each and every channel one by one. But on every channel it was just us. There was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh? What?
Huh?
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards. Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be friggin' stupid.
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
I call it different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. Ha ha ha.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going. No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you don't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is worst. If it's the worst, then does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Whew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding some kind of a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they all are. They are now. Well then, I'm going to let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. The TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming on the antenna. But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
You're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Chills! Kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast? No way! That's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair, like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come rescue us.
actually...
What if they already did? Huh?
Yes, indeed!
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you. But who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though. So, whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communication like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course!
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of...
A body has been discovered.
Oh, no.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial, do you mean...
It's the Monokuma fight!
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone, give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement.
Well, that was interesting. Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait.
What? And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is, figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mikuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. If Monokuma is still alive and active, that means the mastermind, Mikuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, the body can't belong to her. So it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. Body is Kyoko's. Kyoko's been murdered? No. It's not possible because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself. Anyway, we'd better begin. But if you're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable amount of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Well, I'd better start checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. This is ridiculous. This is going to be hard. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body was added. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The forced explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean the knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this... That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Maybe then And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Why is there no way? There is absolutely a way. If I can check the body more thoroughly, maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Coco or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? I'm not so sure. Alright, let's talk to people real quick. There's nothing else? American with flour, huh? Is it true? Does it eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just step away. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. Dream is dusty, disorganized, in other words, to the tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. There was not a tarp in here before. The top is wet, covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the top is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Crazy diamond. I don't think there's anything new in here, unless like maybe one of these is open. Really hope there aren't any clues hidden in the fertilizer. Nope, no, there isn't. The music's a little different, don't you think? Alright, let's talk to him. Good time, Makoto. I just wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now, and what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro has been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived here last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during the night, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? After I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I am the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep, had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi, I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Oh dear. It's 11 o'clock right now, and okay, and well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look about what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement was 7 as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Tina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? 9 o'clock. No, it's not. Yeah, 9 o'clock. It's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
And now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. Body before the explosion, as we know it is. I remember there were chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right. Huh? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're one short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do, innit? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens. It's the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to 7:30 every morning, and Monaco said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. Oh. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I'll see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya, if you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay. Then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. What one area? What is he talking about? Maybe it's the hidden room? This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. Also leads to the secret room. Should probably avoid going in and out of there too much. Okay, so it's not there then. I don't get what he means by that one area. Which one area? Isn't there usually... So we're in the garden. I guess we can check the gym out. I just learned the middle club, but I figured out it wouldn't be here. I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
These clue not tell you? Just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? Does the clue not tell you? No. And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragment I found in the garden... Oh! That's what it was. I saw fragments near the blood body. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Apparently. Okay, so apparently it was the bomb. Back into the garden. Think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You want to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Ah, wait for me. Byakuya walked off with a second glance, and I hurried after him on the way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and set it in the keyhole, and then click, and it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Let's learn about Kyoko. So this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly
But if it is a
possible.
key, I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. What key has been added? Here's your bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Yeah, I agree. Let's not go in there. Hey, I think it would be wise to look around a bit more. No matter where, cameras will follow your every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have, anyway?
It's certainly
I guess we'll talk to him then.
What?
You want to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You gotta be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know. Oh, the Kyoko gave me something.
It's true.
Something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. It's not a vent, it's a TV. Okay, I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? It would mean look under the sheets of the bed. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78, student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba. It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. It's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. Don't you show annoying? Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and that's it. This must be the blank that Monica was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped and that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group, that doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I'd heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa, I feel like a hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming a hero. Oh, it's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile. So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me.
Now.
I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order, which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying...
In other words-
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life, so the one making all the regulations is... Why? Huh? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Make sense? Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Wilson.
Well, now.
Okay, that's what you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at the sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's what you get. On Akuma's account. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand, the tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Ignorant.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear, so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the essence of the 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case.
It's certainly
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my
It's
mind.
all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro the Ultimate Despair was the mastermind's true identity, but if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good
So,
point.
in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you said it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
go.
Well, are you coming? To the dojo! There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys, just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key was found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it right at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock and... click. Locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks? Titanium arrows have been added. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain? If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow. But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. There's something wrong.
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Yeah, forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mikuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? The library. Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the great general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Yakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with the file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says, what language this is. How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever, I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded. Oh dear.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir, now that you mention it. The report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... Mikuro Kusaba's profile has been updated.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So,
oh boy.
Please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
I don't know, Zio. I have no idea. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
Right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. And with that, dear friends, we come to the end of episode 9 of Danganronpa. If this does turn out to be the final case, it will work out great, because that would mean exactly 10 episodes. However, it doesn't always work out like that, so I guess we shall see next time. on Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. Thanks to you, everybody on YouTube, who has joined us for episode 9 of Danganronpa. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have ideas on who it may be, or what may be going on, feel free to put it in the comments below. I will be reading comments after this particular episode when we finish Class Trial, just to make sure nothing is ruined. So yeah, thanks very much. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit that subscribe, hit that like, comment below. Whilst my wife in the background tries to break things. So anyway, I will see you all next time, YouTube, and I will see you
Welcome
next
back,
time for
Tonky.
episode 10.
Thank you for turning off your lurker field long enough for us to notice that you are still with us.
As Twonky appears at the end of the episode. Thank you, YouTube. See you next time. Alrighty, and that's the end of